Till date, any doubts? Okay, fine. So let's resolve that error. So this was our program. Before I move further, just go through it once. We started up with the class invent. In invent one class, 3 class members were there. Then invent constructor was there, invent one. Then put item was there, a function. Then we have written invent two because we want to convert our invent two object, sorry, invent one object to invent two. Okay, so for that we have made this particular casting operator function. What is our destination type? Invent two. So we are writing operator invent two. Is it fine? Okay. Now the problem occurred that as we are using this invent two over here, we need to do a forward declaration. So we did the forward declaration. Is it fine? But now later on, last bench please concentrate here. Later on, we came up with the function definition, casting operator function definition, that if we want to define this function operator invent2, we defined it between class invent1 and class invent2, that is over here. But we faced the problem. So what we did? What was the problem? That code and total value are not a member of invent2 class. That was the error we are getting. So what we did, because they were not getting the access, compiler was not getting the access. So we changed the position after invent2. If you take it out, after invent2, we wrote this particular definition. So casting operator function, that is invent2, operator invent2, we have written it after the definition of class invent2. Is it fine? Is it fine? This is the one thing. Do you agree with this, everyone? Okay. Now, second thing, we did this, and again in that case, what we did, that in case of invent2 class, code and total value we made it public. We made it public. Ideally, it is wrong. Ideally, it is wrong. It should not be public. Private members should remain private only. But for the sake of testing or doing why we are getting error, we made it public. If we made it private, then it is not accessible. Because outside the class, we cannot access it. But now I am making it private once again. Okay, so now I am making these two members private. Which two members? Total value and the code. So they are private now. So now as they are private, this statement over here, these two statements will give us error because temp.code is not accessible because it is a private member. Temp.total value is not accessible because it is a private member. Do you agree with this? Okay, let's compile it and check it. Errors are fine. So now if I want to access the private member, then what should I do? Someone will say we should go for friend function. The friend function is used to access the private members of the class. No, I don't want to use it because friend is the only concept available with C++ language. There should be other way around. No inheritance as of now also because we are not friends. That way also we have applied. If you see, we have tried this part. In the invent2 class, we have made these two functions, if you remember. And those functions are member of invent2. so they can access their private member. So that is the correct way. But for trial and error, we were doing this. And as I was discussing last time, that people do in the industry these things only. Because everywhere they are not aware about everything. So they do such trial and errors. But in that case, while doing trial and errors, you always create a mesh. So you should be thorough enough that you don't create a mesh. Okay. So in that case, I am removing this part now because these statements are completely wrong. I should not write this. So let me remove it. And this is actually the correct way. Temp.set code, temp.set total value. In total value, we are passing items into price. And already we have wrote these functions. See this? We have wrote these two functions already. Is it fine, everyone? So what is our expected output? What is our expected output? What is our expected output? Say, for example, my product code is, let's say 5. What is the product code we have taken? 10. So product code is 10, items is 50, and price is 200. So for invent 2, when I do this particular assignment, what should come? What should come? Code 10 and total value to be 10,000. Do you agree with this? This is the output required. Let's check it out. Is it fine? Sometimes it will happen like this, what we did today. That sometimes when you are doing or when you are trying to solve error, you will not get solve error. તમારી error solve થશે જ નહીં. Solution એ સામે જશે તેમ છતાંય નહીં થાય. It happens. It happens while doing the program. We do not get the solution at the first point of time. So we need to do such trial and errors. ઘણીવાર એવું બનશે કે એક એરર સોલ્વ કરવામાં તમારા 10 દિવસ જાય. 10 દિવસ. 1 કલાક નથી કેતો, 10 કલાક નથી કેતો. 10 દિવસ પણ વયા જાય, ન થાય. અને 11મે દિવસે તરત થઈ જાય. It will happen. For sure it will happen. So the thing is, it was a very simple solution over here. ખાલી મેં કોડનું મૂવમેન્ટ જ કર્યું. ઇન્વેન્ટ 1 પછી લખ્યો તો એના બદલે ઇન્વેન્ટ 2 પછી લખી નાખ્યો. હવે આવું કોઈ ટેક્સ્ટ બુકમાં લખેલું ના. Such things are not defined in textbook and such things are real time experience. કે જ્યાં સુધી તમે એક્સપીરિયન્સ ના કરો ત્યાં સુધી નહીં ખબર પડે. Are you getting my point? All are requested to refer to the textbook. બરાબર છે? આ જ સેમ કોડ ટેક્સ્ટબુક માં આપેલો છે. બરાબર છે? You just check it out. બેઠે બેઠો કોપી પેસ્ટ કરીને રન કરવાની ટ્રાય કરજો, નહીં થાય. ટેક્સ્ટબુક એ પણ આ જ સેમ ભૂલ કરી છે. ઇવેન્ટ 1 માં જ આ લખી નાખ્યું. And it doesn't run. So we need to rectify. Is it fine, everyone? All of you. Now I request everyone to just, I think we have used that method using constructor. We have done class to class conversion using constructor. Yes or no? This was the second method using casting operator function. Yes or no? Okay. You just do one thing, write down the part of casting operator function. Then I'll give you a simple note to remember how to do casting operator function. Okay, so all are requested to write this function. Sorry. Constructor નથી કર્યું? Not done? Oh, okay, fine. તો એ કરાવી છે કે સર આના કરતા કાસ્ટિંગ કરતા કન્સ્ટ્રક્ટર કરાવી દેવાય. Okay, then concentrate here. Concentrate here. I am keeping this program as it is. નવો કોપી બનાવો છો આ પ્રોગ્રામની. એમાં આપણે યુઝિંગ કન્સ્ટ્રક્ટર કરીએ છીએ. Okay. Okay, now I am keeping everything what was simple, two simple classes. Invent one, constructor, put items, removing this casting operator function. Now this is my invent two class in which I have written put total value, set code. Sorry, I am removing this set code also, not required right now. Our normal program. This is to be removed. Check it out. We want this thing to be achieved. This is going to remain as it is. This is going to remain as it is. Now over here, D1 is equals to S1. Actually, what compiler will interpret this statement as? Compiler internally treat this statement as D1, sorry, invent2 D1 bracket S1. What is the meaning of this? Parameterized constructor. So over here, this statement E1 equals to S1 is exactly similar to writing a parameterized constructor. So now in case of copy constructor, what you are doing? You are passing the object of the same class as argument. But in this case, you are passing the object of another class which you want to copy. That is the only difference. Rest no difference is there. Okay. So can I write something like invent two argument invent one, let's say S1. Just read the statement or compare the statement. This statement is to be compared with this statement. I have never denied for keeping mobile phones in the classroom. Always keep in mind that it should be either in silent mode or switch off mode, not to vibrating mode also. I have never denied for that. It should not vibrate also, it should not ring also. So, coming to this part, compare these two lines. Whenever I write invent2 D1 is equals to S1 is nothing but invent2 D1 in the bracket is a parameter S1. In pass any parameter to the parameterized constructor, can you give check object pass no as a construct argument, constructor argument? No, I am not saying like that. I'm getting my point, all of you. So now I am passing object of some different class to this parameterized constructor. So a pramane, whatever I had written over here, invent2, invent1 S1, is it fine? Is it fine? All of you? Now what I have done over here, I have passed argument of invent1 to the constructor of invent2. The problem is we can just concentrate here. Should I move further? First, તો મને તો અહીં access મળી ગયો ને S1 ના બધા members ને access મળી ગયો ને. I can access all the members of S1 or not? That means what is the S1 is object of which class? So can I say I can access all the members of invent class? No. Which members I can access? Public. પ્રાઇવેટ આપડા તો ત્રણ પ્રાઇવેટ છે હોલ્ડ હોલ્ડ આપણે કરવાની ટ્રાય કરીએ I am defining this function over here, constructor over here, invent2 scope resolution, invent2 passing invent1 constructor argument, let's say s1, and over here, what should I write? What should I write? What should I write? What I want to assign to what? Code I want to assign to code. Now you tell which code to which code. D1 dot code equals to S1 dot code. But I am calling constructor of which class? Invent2. So how do I need to write D1 dot? Directly I should write code. Yes or no? So what should I write? Code is equals to S1 dot code. Similarly, total value is equals to S1 dot items into S1 dot price. 4 errors. Invent1 code is not accessible. Why not accessible? Private. હમણાં જ આપણે રસ્તો જોયો. If we want to access private members of the class, what we should do? Write a function in that class in public section which access that member. Okay, so can I write something? Now over here the error is on this part. Equals to ની right hand side માં error છે. પેલા કેસમાં left hand side માં હતી. બરાબર છે? That means અહીંયા શું થવું જોઈએ? આ ફંક્શન જે બનાવી કંઈક રિટર્ન કરવું જોઈએ. Do you agree with this? That means this function s1 અહીંયા હું લખું છું પછી define કરીએ. s1 dot get code. Is it fine? s1 dot get code. That means direct I have called it. I need to define it. So can I say in which class? Invent1. So what I'll write over here? Get code. And I say I need to return it from here. I need to return it from here. Yes or no? Yes or no? So return code. As I am returning, I need to have return type. Equals to ની right side હતું તમારે return કરાવવું પડ્યું. Equals to ની left side હતું તમારે assign as a parameter pass કરવું પડ્યું. આ બધું ધ્યાન રાખવું પડે. These are the things to be observed. Textbook do not teach you. Textbook માં એવું ન લખ્યું હોય કે equal to ની right side હોય ને તો તમારે return કરાવવાનું. They don't write this thing. Should I move further? Should I move further? The thing what I had done for get code, same thing I need to do it for get total. Sorry. What we had written? So over here I need to write s1 dot get total value. In this I need to pass, or what I need to do? What I need to do over here? I need not to pass anything. I need to get it from here. So get total value, and what I'll return? Return items into price. My job is done. What is the warning? Okay. I need to write a default constructor in this. Invent2. That's it. Sir, આવું લખી શકાય? Can we write like this? Yes, we can. મારે કાંઈ નથી કરવું, પણ કન્સ્ટ્રક્ટર લખવું જરૂરી છે. Is it fine? Output is same. Job is done. It's a constructor. 11 के सर ओला का constructor आप ही जो That way is also correct, but only problem was accessing the members. To write the place, the correct place where we need to place that code of operator casting operator function. Is it fine? Any doubts with this now? All of you. Don't write this code. A code लगता नहीं. Textbook में आके आपको constructor वाला code आपेलो. Listen to me very carefully. A same code constructor वाला textbook में आपेलो. बराबर है? Casting operator function वाला code પણ આપ્યો છે પણ comment કરીને આપ્યો છે. So I request again, don't write that code. Write the code which we have taken. Okay, so only that part, casting operator function वाला जो part से એટલો જ લખો આખો પ્રોગ્રામ લખતા. Is it clear, everyone? Please note it down. Okay, so all are requested to write this part only. This one, invent 1, operator invent 2. This part is requested to be written. Private public protected શું યુઝ કરે રિયલ ટાઈમ બધી ખબર છે કે તમારે ખાલી એટલું જ કીધું છે કે ક્લાસ ના પ્રાઇવેટ મેમ્બર બીજે એક્સેસ ના એનું એકચ્યુઅલ ટેકનિકલ નોલેજ એ કીધું છે બરાબર this is what we have discussed with respect to the code કે કોડ માં કે એક્સેસ નહીં થાય પણ with respect to private કરવાની જરૂર શું કામ પડી it is with respect to the developers suppose એક જ પ્રોજેક્ટ ઉપર 40 જણા કામ કરતા હોય તો બધાને બધા એક્સેસ આપી દો તમારા કોડને હું પબ્લિક કર દો આના કોડને પબ્લિક કર દો આના કોડને પબ્લિક કર દો બધા મેમ્બર તો ગમે એક્સેસ કરવા મળશે તો તમારા કોડની પ્રાઇવસી શું રહે તમારા કોડને આ લોકો મેનિપ્યુલેટ કરી નાખે તો એક્સેસ ન થવા દે તમારે જે અમુક પાર્ટ જ એક્સેસ કરવા દેવા હોય તો એને તમે પબ્લિક ઓર પ્રોટેક્ટેડ બનાવો બધાને ન બનાવો ધેટ ઇઝ ધ and actually this is the object oriented માં security છે actually this security is with respect to developers with respect to user નથી કે with respect to virus attack એ નથી for developer security કોઈ એકબીજાના કોડને એક્સેસ ના કરે મેનિપ્યુલેટ ના કરે that is the security અને જો આ લેંગ્વેજ ફરી આઉટપુટમાં કઈ ફરે છે મેથડ ફરે છે આઉટપુટમાં કઈ ચેન્જ આવે છે જો આઉટપુટમાં ચેન્જ આવતો હોય ને તો બધું આ વિચાર બરાબર તો શું સિમ્પલ છે કે this is everything with respect to developers આપણી ડેવલપર કમ્યુનિટી જે બનાવે છે એના માટે યુઝર માટે કાઈ ફેર નથી એને તો પાછળ શું થાય એ ખબર જ નથી હું તો પ્રાઇમ નંબરનો પ્રોગ્રામ ટુ રાઇટ અ પ્રોગ્રામ ચેક વિથ ધ નંબર ઇઝ પ્રાઇમ એવી ક્લાયન્ટ રિક્વાયરમેન્ટ ટાઈપ તો તમે જે લેંગ્વેજમાં બનાવો એને શું ફેર પડે એને તો નંબર નાખવાનો આઉટપુટ આવું એને તો એટલો જ મતલબ છે બેકગ્રાઉન્ડમાં દેખાતું હોય બરાબર હા એને રિઝલ્ટ જોઈએ છે બેકગ્રાઉન્ડમાં મેં શું કહ્યું છે એ મને ખબર અને ઈ ડેવલપ કરવામાં જે ટીમ આખી છે એ લોકોએ કઈ રીતે ડેવલપ કર્યું છે ધેટ ઇઝ અત્યારે તમે ખાલી આટલા બધી 50 લાઈન કે 100 લાઈન ના પ્રોગ્રામ લખો છો ઇન ફ્યુચર યુ વિલ બી રાઇટિંગ ધ પ્રોગ્રામ ઓફ 10000 લાઇન્સ એટલા નહીં પણ 10000 લાઈન નો કોડ આખી ટીમ લખતી હશે 10000 માં 5000 લાઈન કોડ કે લઈ ગયો એમાં કે આડા ઉગર નહીં તમારા કોડમાં કઈ કર્યું તો પ્રોબ્લેમ છે ધેટ ઇઝ ધ સિક્યુરિટી પ્રોવાઇડેડ બાય કોડ કે કોઈ એકબીજાનો કોડ એક્સેસ ના કરે કારણ and write down this part also void main write down this void main also one thing I want to clarify at this point class notes, whatever I discuss, the programs in the class and everything, whether you make notes or you don't make, it's your choice. But regarding the lab practicals, if you are performing in the laboratory, you will be supposed to submit the lab file in handwritten form. એવી રાહ ન જતા કે પ્રિન્ટેડ થઈ જશે ને પછી લખી નાખશું ને જે પ્રેક્ટિકલ ટ્યુટોરિયલ્સ લેબમાં થતા જાય લખતા જો you are supposed to submit the file at the time of submission. હવે બધું ઓફલાઈન છે. Sorry? I didn't understand. આ જે હોય એ મને ખબર પડે. બધીને ટેક્સ્ટ લઈને આપણે એવું તમે કીધું છે આ તો ચેન્જ હું કરાવી નાખીશ. You are supposed to write. અડધા સેમ કરું. You need to. It is not for my betterment. હું જ કહું છું તમે લખો ન લખો મને શું ફેર પડવાનું છે. તમારા મગજમાં એમ છે કે અમે ઉતારો કરશું but you are not doing ઉતારો. તમને નથી ખબર બેકગ્રાઉન્ડમાં શું રિઝલ્ટ મળવાનું છે. But you don't know it. You realize that then you will come in your 6th or 7th semester. એટલે અત્યારથી કહી દીધું during your submission you are supposed to submit the files. બરાબર છે. સબમિશન ટાઈમે તમારે ફાઇલ્સ આપવાની થશે હેન્ડ રિટન ફાઇલ્સ હશે. હું લેબમાં ફેકલ્ટીને કહી દઈશ બરાબર જો કીધું હોય તો ચેન્જ કરી નાખજો લખવા માંડજો જે કાંઈ ટ્યુટોરિયલ્સ જે કાંઈ હોય એ ફાઇલ્સમાં લખવા માંડજો બરાબર. યુ આર હેવિંગ અ સફિશિયન્ટ ટાઈમ ડોન્ટ વરી. અમારા ટાઈમે અમે એક સબ્જેક્ટની આખી ફાઇલ એક રાતમાં પૂરી કરતા બરાબર લખીને હેન્ડ રિટન બરાબર છે. યુ ડોન્ટ નો what it is real engineering is. હજી તો તમે રિયલ એન્જિનિયરિંગ તો જોયું નથી. આખી ફાઇલ બની ગઈ હોય ને ફેકલ્ટી અગર ચેક કરાવવા જાવ ને એક ભૂલ નહીં ને આખી ફાઇલ ફરીવાર લખી આપો. એ જે રિયલ એન્જિનિયરિંગ તમે જોયું નથી કોઈ. જોવો ને that's what I am saying. That's what I am saying. What I say, you do it. What I say, you just do it. That's it. Okay. Is it completed? Okay. Today, with this, our chapter of type conversion is also. The topic of type conversion is over. Now, okay. Type conversion we have discussed with respect to certain specific examples. Like event 1, then we did that for time class, we did it for vector class. Now same thing is applicable for any class wherever required. But just you need to identify where this concept is applied. That is you need to take it. Is it fine? So this was a concept. It can be applied in any requirement which comes to you. So don't think that this is confined to this example only. Okay. So with this, our type conversion is over. Today we are going to start up with a new chapter, a fresh chapter. Give the heading to be inheritance. Sorry. Before inheritance, write down a note for class to class conversion. Write a note for class to class conversion. Number 1, write down number 1. Using constructor. I'm giving you a very brief summary. If you are using constructor for implementing this, so super. Using constructor, column કરીને લખો. If you are using the method of constructor, column કરીને લખો. Constructor, a parameterized constructor. A parameterized constructor is to be returned W-R-I-T-E-N, return is to be returned in destination class and object of the source class and object of the source class will be argument to this constructor. Will be argument to this constructor. Number 2. Point number 2. Using casting operator function. Using casting operator function. It is defined as a member of source class. Is defined as a member of source class and casting type will be the destination type. Casting type will be the destination type. Fine. Just read this note once again. Read it by yourself. If you don't get, please ask me. You are supposed to read it by yourself, not in another's notebook. Any doubts? Fine. Give the next heading to be inheritance. Inheritance. Now all are requested to pay attention over here. What do you mean by inheritance? I am not asking any technical answer. I am asking a general definition. What is inheritance? Passing of genetic properties. Absolutely correct. Passing of genetic properties. Okay. In general, can I say passing of parents' properties? Genetic means parents. A technical term we say genetics, but in simple defined term, if we can say passing the parents' properties of parents to the child. Yes or no? This is in real life. The same thing is application in our programming. Properties. Properties are. You heard the term. Properties. Where properties comes into the picture? Sorry? No. Where we use the term properties? In which definition we use the term properties? Characteristics. In which definition we are using this term? Class. See the definition of a class. Class is a collection of attributes or properties. So now, what is actual definition of inheritance? Passing the properties of parents to child. Same way, passing the properties of one class to another class. But some restrictions are there. Both the classes should be logically relevant. હું એક સ્ટેટમેન્ટ બોલીશ એટલે તમને હસવું આવશે. वो टर्म वो इंपॉर्टेंट है, लॉजिकली रेलेवेंट. Inheritance is logically relevant for the classes, between the logical relevant classes. Can a cow passes its property to a buffalo? Why? Because they are not logically connected. You getting my point? Yes or no? Yes or no? Same thing is applicable over here. Same thing is applicable over here. You cannot inherit properties of student class to book class. Are student and book logically relevant? અત્યારે કોઈ ભાગ કરી દેશ તો સર આ ખબર કેમ પાડી કે ક્યાં ઇનહેરિટન્સ કરું ક્યાં ન કરું? સિમ્પલ, એક જ સ્ટેટમેન્ટ, only a single statement. ચલો, for that I want to give you an example. Student is a person. Faculty is a person. Dean is a person. Provost is a person. Vice Chancellor is a person. What is common in this? All four. First. And what is the relation of a person with all those four? Student, faculty, dean, VC. Can I say, again I am speaking. Student is a person. Faculty is a person. What is the relation between student and person? What is the relation between student and person? What is the relation? What I am speaking. No, that is fine. That you are going at the next level. I am not going at the next level. What is the relationship between student and person? What statement I spoke? Whose statement will I repeat? My answer, sir. What I spoke statement. Question, sir. Student is a person. Student is a person. Now I am asking, what is the relationship between student and person? What is the relationship? This is the relationship. Student is a person. Faculty is a person. Yes or no? Dog is a person. So the answer મળી ગયો તમને. ક્યારે ઇનહેરિટન્સ કરવું ને ક્યારે ન કરવું એનો આન્સર મળી ગયો તમને. Dog is a person? No, so it is not person. So this is not inheritance. When there comes is a relationship between two entities, it becomes inheritance. Triangle is a shape. Rectangle is a shape. Circle is a shape. Can I do inheritance? So मैं તમને एकदम सिंपल की आपकी दी हूं. Whenever you speak is a means inheritance આવી જાય. Are you getting my point? So whenever you design a class, at that time there comes a reason relationship, means it is inheritance. Any doubt to this? Sir, आप तो हमें कोई बात हो पड़ी. With respect to implementation, how we can do it? How we can do this implementation with respect to C++ language? Okay, can you state any real-time example? It is not clear real-time example. Faculty is a person, student is a person, team is a person. સપનાનો benefit ક્યાં મળ્યો? Okay. Cancel. Just pay attention over here. Student. What are the attributes or properties of a student? Can I say ID? Can I say name? Can I say email? Can I say mobile? Can I say semester? Can I say branch? Is it fine? Same way if I talk of a faculty. Faculty is a class. Faculty has ID, name, email, mobile, designation, qualification. You have a motu list, but I'm just taking very limited items. Do you agree with this? All of you? Yes or no? I'm not taking the third class, that is Dean or VC, or I am not going for that. Okay, what benefit I get? Why we do inheritance? Why we go for is a relationship? Can you see this thing? Yes or no? Oh, sorry. This thing, ID, name, email, mobile. Can I say they are also common with faculty? Do you agree? Can I say this is a redundant code? Class banavi. Suppose when I define a class, what I'll be writing? Class student as a member, integer ID, character array name, then character array email, character array mobile. Then integer semester, character array branch. Same way when I go for faculty. Again the same 4 fields. Redundant fields. Yes or no? What do you mean by redundant? Repeated, duplicate. Okay. Now instead of that, if I make it a person class, you can give any name as per your requirement. Right now I'm giving as a person. So if I or yes, let it keep person. So instead of these keeping it together, I am removing these common attributes and keeping it in another class. Can I say redundancy is removed? And what I am doing is this common class which I had created, I am inheriting over here, that is student inherits person. Faculty inherits person. Is it fine? You are moving on to the coding part, dhime dhime, not full-fledged. Did you get this statement? So can I say now person is my parent class, student is my child class, even faculty is a child class? Yes or no? What benefit I got over here? Redundancy. Okay. If I would have not done inheritance, then how many attributes I need to declare? 4 to 6. 6 plus again 4. 14 plus 2. 16. But now 4 plus 2, 6 plus 2. It has been reduced. Memory usage reduced. Yes or no? I'm getting my point. Sorry. 4 plus 2, 6. 6, 12. Sorry, not 16. 12. 12 reduced to 8. Is it fine? So basically, inheritance is used to reduce the size of your code. One usage. Again, inheritance is helpful for the purpose of reusability. Say, for example, I have developed a class named as calculator, which performs all basic calculations. But say, for example, you people have, say, for example, what's your name? Say, for example, Jenny created a class named as scientific calculator, which performs scientific operations. Yes or no? What I created? Basic calculator, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. What Jenny created? Scientific calculator. So what I can do is, Jenny can reuse my code. Jenny can incorporate my class created, that is calculator, in his code. Reusability. Jenny used my class which is developed by doing inheritance. Calculator, scientific calculator, both are logically relevant. Do you agree with this? So what happened now? He got both the features. Jenny's got both the features, both the calculators. Which two calculators? Scientific, which was his own, along with that, basic, which was mine. What the benefit? Did you understand what I mean to say by this? Reusability. Any doubts with this? Follow. Today we stop here. In the next lecture, we'll discuss about the implementation of inheritance, how we can inherit by means of coding. Okay. All are requested to put your enrollment numbers in the chat box. TC2. TC2. 107. 116. 91. 151. 143. 88. 99. 89. 133. 90. 146. 128. 118. 148. 139. 109. 119. 124. 120. 114. 112. 129. 177. 103. 140. 140. Anyone left out? TC2. 95. 100. 105. TC2. Anyone left out? TC3. 2. Sorry. 34. 73. 62. 59. 60. 60. 28. TC3. This side. 74. 43. 35. 44. 21. 20. 45. 18. 70. 48. 49. 33. 3. 72. 69. 67. 66. 33 કોણ હતું? 33 અને 3. ઓકે, પછી 83. 36. 32. Anyone left out? Anyone left out? Okay, thank you all of you.
સર
હા બોલો.
સર મેં લેટ એડમિશન લીધું હતું ને તો મને હજી ગૂગલ ક્લાસરૂમમાં એડ નથી કરેલું.
અ, તમે અત્યારે છે ને એવું કરજો, અત્યારે કોઈ પાસે લિંક લઈ લેજો, હું બાકી ફેકલ્ટીને કહી દઈશ, એડ કરાવી દઈશ.
ઓકે સર.
ઓકે ઓકે.